Okay. Well, up next I decided, well, you know what? I don't know about this movie. So I think I'm hesitating too much, but this time I am checking out a Marvel film. One of two Marvel movies we're taking a look at. We're taking a look at Eric Bana, Jennifer Connelly, Sam Elliott, Josh Lucas, Nick Nolte, and Ang Lee's Hulk. Wow, was this movie bad. I remember seeing this at the drive-ins when it came out. And I have not seen this movie since it was at the drive-ins. I saw the double bill with Spy Kids 3D. Yeah, both movies are not good. And this is a crime. This is a shame. This is bad. I didn't know what else I had to say about this turd that has been said. But basically, if you know the whole Hulk story, this is the second Marvel movie coming from the heels of Spider-Man. This is their second big budget Marvel movie, and big budget I mean bad. This film is just so bad. I'm gonna try to review it and try to. I don't know what to say about this film, but if you know the Hulk story, Eric Bana takes the role of the Hulk, Bruce Banner. The movie starts out with him as basically his father, David Bannon. He's like a scientist who basically he's trying to escape from the military police, and craziness happens. We see him from a toddler, then fast forward through the film, we see him as a scientist. So turns out in the beginning of the film, not give much away, but honestly, I don't even really feel like. But yeah, so they meet up with this. Jennifer Connelly plays Betsy Ross, who becomes the Hulk's love interest. So she bumps into a janitor, not knowing that it's Bruce Banner's father. The thing about this film drives me nuts is Josh Lucas plays. I'm going to say this right now and get the only positive out of the way. Josh Lucas is about the only thing good in this film. The Eric Banon's acting is really, really painfully bad. It's really bad. I mean, Eric Bana is not a terrible actor. If you want to see him in a good performance, check out Steven Spielberg's Munich. I'm just going to say that right now. If you want to see him good, go watch Steven Spielberg's Munich from 2005. This was just bad. I mean, the problem with the film is there's also a relationship they has with Betsy Ross's father, who's like this military guy, and he's trying to hunt down, trying to arrest Bruce Banner's dad, who in the film knows out it's Nick Nolte. Nick Nolte plays his dad, so he's in there, and beginning of the film he ejects the screen stuff in his arm when he was a toddler, so he mutates into Hulk, and its effects in this are just so bad. I mean, they try to do comic book pop art. That's fine for a little bit, but it gets very annoying very, very fast. It drove me nuts how many times the comic book panel. Might have been a cool fact, but it's bad. In fact, 2008's Hulk, or The Incredible Hulk, did much better. I'm not a fan of the Hulk character. I think he's one of the most blandest superheroes. He's not my favorite Marvel character. Spider-Man and Thor are two of my favorite superheroes of all time. Hulk just didn't seem that appealing. He's just not that entertaining, not that complex. The fight with the dogs is really bad. Like, the special effects are bad. He does this tippy-toe run, and then he jumps up in the air. It's really bad. Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle did the running motion, and that was better than something like this. Why? Why was this movie made? Can you explain to me why Ang Lee decided to do that? Josh Lucas in the film, and I'm going to spoil right now, he burns to death. I had to do that. It's really bad, and nothing in this film is that good. The effects are bad, the acting's bad. It's not just bad, it's just boring. And when you got a boring film, I never even saw the ending because I saw those drive-ins and I was severely bored, and I was too tired to know what happened at the end. Again, like I said, I saw the drive-ins and I got too tired with seeing this film. Yeah, here's David Arson Newsweek said, powerful with spectacular action, my ass. Its special effects are astounding. Jeffrey Lyons, WNBC TV, say it with me, folks. That's ass. My ass. The special effects are really bad. I think I've already said about why this film is bad, but disc art is kind of cool. But I mean, let me show you the disc art. Look at that. Look at the disc art right there. Now you tell me effects are just bad. In fact, the effects in The Incredible Hulk were good. In fact, the 2003 Hulk video game utilized 2 characters in that game who will go on to be characters in the Edward Norton Incredible Hulk. Leader and Ravish. They were in the video game. They got featured in that sequel. It is just really bad. In fact, in the sequel, the leader is very rarely used in it. And that's a shame because out of all the Hulk villains, the leader is my favorite Marvel villain. He's right up there with Mysterion in terms of my favorite villain. When the sequel to the Tom Holland Spider-Man decided to have Mysterion as a villain, I got excited because Mysterion's my favorite Marvel villain. I didn't really read much comics. I guess he's kind of second to Blackout, but then again, it's really hard with the Marvel Universe and how much these characters were. But now, before I go on the final verdict, I'd probably put this and X-Men Origins Wolverine as the 2 worst Marvel movies I've ever watched in my entire life. So, yeah, I think it is time to get to the final verdict. Now, before I go on the final verdict, there are 3 things to note. This is not just the worst movie from Universal. It's not just the worst movie made by Marvel. It's the worst movie ever made. Holy crap. And this just is a proud example why Ang Lee cannot direct a superhero film. I don't know. Maybe his film Brokeback Mountain might be good. I do have Brokeback Mountain, so I'll think about covering that. But worst Universal movie, worst Marvel movie, worst movie ever made. Why? What's this movie made? Let's talk about the special features. Never before seen deleted scene. Then decided to look at the creation of the spectacular dogfight scene. No! That dogfight scene was terrible. That's not spectacular. What is up with the Hulk trying to fight the dogs? The dogs are just really bad. Was it unnecessary? I don't remember the Hulk fighting dogs. Wow. Follow the evolution of Marvel's strongest hero. From the comic book pages, technology brought to Hulk in the big screen, including an interview with Stan Lee, seen motion capture suit. The only really cool thing it's worth owning is it has, and this was really cool for Xbox to do this, insert this DVD into the Xbox console and play entire level of the Hulk game. That's cool and all that. And renowned artists around the world recreating scenes from the film in their own animation scene, and a commentary by Ang Lee. Hopefully it's good. Don't worry about that. That's just my mom talking. I do apologize. Let me close that door a bit so we get a little bit of soundproof. So I think I mentioned this. Final verdict is to absolutely stay away from this turd. This is definitely going for sure, either going at number 1 or number 2 of the worst movies I've ever watched for Universal Month. Why was this even made? And Mid-Level was mentioning about this in his stream, in his video, that he said that he almost walked out of theaters. I kind of wish he walked out of the theaters, buddy, but I didn't because I was at the drive-ins and honestly I couldn't drive. I don't know if I put this up there with another Universal film that came out in 2003, The Cat in the Hat. But as of now, both movies are terrible, don't get me wrong. But yeah, those blurbs on the back, I'm sorry guys, I don't know why you put that on there, but why was it made? Can I ask that question, folks? Comment on the bottom and ask me why this was made. Let's hopefully get to 100 subs and we can debate whether you should see this or not. But as of now, stay highly, highly away from that mess. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching my review of the Hulk. Sorry I couldn't really talk about that much. Oh, one more thing. Oh, like I said again, this is what bothers me on the DVD. It says Hulk on the back. It says Hulk on the spine. I don't know if you can see it with that glare. But if you look right there, I'll zoom it in the best I can. It says The Hulk. I don't know what this movie was called. Was it called Hulk or The Hulk? I don't know. Why not just called Hulk or The Hulk? Makes no sense. But if you want to watch a movie with the Hulk, just go to The Incredible Hulk. Like I said again, not much to say about it. Just avoid this one and just go to, yeah, this visual effects animation done by Industrial Light and Magic. Yeah, Universal seems to hire Industrial Light and Magic, but unfortunately, Industrial Light and Magic doesn't qualify for a turn like this. That's it. I'm out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Avoid that turd and just go watch its sequel, The Incredible Hulk. So take care, guys. I'll see you next time in the next review. Bye.